need to just sit for 3-4 hours or 2 hours continuously, and the entire movie's story would come in your mind itself. You don't need to think, you don't need to remember anything, because it's a kind of visual images screen that is just moving in front of you, and after that it itself stored in your mind, it preserved in your mind for the long time. You can't forget. If you have watched any movie 5 years before, you could share the entire story from beginning to the end as it is, because your attention was 100% towards the movie, because you have spent the money and you went for enjoying. So there's a difference between the books and the movie. When you read any book, so for remembering the entire book, at least you have to read book minimum 10 times for remembering the entire content of the book. Once you have read the book, you could remember only 2 or 3% of the book. In the second time when you are going to read it, so you could remember 5 to 10% material of the book. And once you are reading like 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, so after that you would be able to remember the books, the important gist of the book, important material contents of the book. So always remember, when you are going to read book, so try to read more than 5 times. Then only you will be able to understand. If you are reading the books one time, right, you cannot explain it. You don't have the gist of the book in your mind. You cannot preserve it. And if you are reading the second time, definitely you are going to get some different kind of extract from that book. And if you are reading the third time, fourth time, all the time you would be getting new kind of experience from reading the books. And this habit will also help you bringing the skills of reading. You would also learn how to read book fast. Okay, suppose you are reading one book and try to just try it once. Read one book more than 5 times. Get this habit. Okay, and when you are gonna read another book, that moment it will take less time of reading that book, and you could read that book 5 times in less time. Suppose you are reading book once, you're going to complete one book in 1 week. Okay, and next time if you are going to read that book, so it will be taking around 3 to 5 days, and that's it, hardly 4 days. In 4 days you can complete. And if you are going to read the same book third time, so it will take only 2 days or 3 days. And the fourth time if you are going to read that book, it will take only 1.5 days, right? So you could understand, because once you are reading, you would see that, okay, I know all these things. You would skip many parts, you would be skipping, right? And many contents, many things you would be finding which is important, and you were not able to pay attention, or you just skipped, you couldn't pay attention on those important contents. And ultimately when you would be reading for around 5 times or 6 times, so I think that within 4 or 5 hours you could complete that book. So in this way you can get the habit of reading book fast. So try to get this habit, start reading books in this manner, and after reading 3-4 books, you would also get interested reading more and more books. Like when you get the habit of watching movies, right? Suppose you have watched any movie today, and you come to know another movie. So tomorrow also you would be watching a movie if you have leisure time, free time. And the third day, 4th day, 5 days, like every day you are watching the movies. Same thing happened with reading books. But the thing is this, you should get the habit of reading books. Get interested. Alright? Okay, that's all about the first topic.